Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Storytimers. It's me, Donna Vee, and I'm so excited to be here today. It is Sunday, January 3rd, the first Sunday of the new year. So happy new year. Happy new weekend. It's January 3rd. What? Yeah, we're zipping through the month already. And I wrote my little post about this show being filled with rain, and guess what? It's snowing outside on the east coast of New Jersey. The flakes are ginormous. I was looking out the window and I thought, holy guacamole. The flakes are like supersized cereal flakes, like Frosted Flakes. I love Frosted Flakes, actually. Good morning, Shari Freed. How are you? Good morning, Ryan. Top of the morning to you. Good morning, Christina. How are you? What is up? Today is Sunday. I'm so excited, so excited. Yes, I am. And I've got 3 stories I have not read. I am so pumped. I got some new books donated. I have books that are getting donated, and I am excited. I know. It's raining there in Delaware. Well, up here, it's like big white flakes. Happy New Year, my Periscoper, Vika29. Nice to see you. I'm so excited. Today is a day that we can be home, hunkered down, snuggling up, resting, whatever it is that you want to do. You do with your Sunday. I know for me, it's football. Girls Gone Green. Today, my Jets are going to beat the Patriots. Okay, wrong show, I know, but I'm just very excited about it. So, are you ready for some healthy habits and stretching before we get to our books? I hope so. Kids, if you're watching, this is when we recite the alphabet and we stretch our bodies. Oh my goodness, it's so important to stretch when you wake up. It really is. But one of the first things I like to do is wake up with gratitude. This morning I woke up with so much gratitude. Good morning, Christopher Estrite. Happy New Year to you also. Nice to see you. Yes, today is going to be a great day. I woke up with my healthy habits. I was so grateful. I was having such a great dream that, did you ever try to go back to sleep to get the dream to happen again? I tried. But you know what? It's okay. I'm just happy that it happened once. And then I woke up and I brushed my teeth and my doorbell rang. And I thought, who's at my door this hour? And it was my brother. He dropped off a lovely bouquet of flowers for me, his sister. So random acts of kindness is something we should talk about today. Random acts of kindness is something that I am a big fan of. And it is a wonderful way to start the new year. And even if you just do it once in a while, I'm telling you, it could be a pivotal moment for somebody else's day. Good morning from Periscope, Dog Smith. Nice to see you. Peace to you also. And random acts of kindness are just awesome. So think about that as you go out into your day today. It could just be something that you do in the house that maybe you don't normally do. What's up, Aaron? Jets are playing today. My friend is on. How are you? Nice to see you. So excited. All right, I'm pumped. Today is going to be a great day. Let's start with some exercising. I already brushed my teeth. Oh, water is a huge help when it comes to healthy habits, especially right before reciting the alphabet. Arms out. 26 letters in the alphabet. 13 letters in is the middle. Unbelievably so, it's the letter M. I mean, I don't know how they did it, but it's done. So arm circles to the front, to the letter M, and then we switch. And then we get to the letter S, and we switch again to non-spaghetti arms, seated jumping jacks. Why seated? Because everyone can do it. And if you can't because of a disability, that's fine. All we ask is that you stretch your imagination. Learning and stretching the imagination is huge, and it's like we love doing that here, don't we? We do. Richard, what's up from Ohio? O-H-I-O. And then we do our ASL alphabet, and that's amazing. Good morning. All right, here we go. Ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, middle, N, O, P, Q, R, S, switch, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Ooh. All right. Now, you know why we do that? Because A, it's really good to start your day with some exercise. And B, because when we sit to read books and listen to books, it's good to get all that energy out. Because I know for me, I have a pretty challenging time focusing at moments. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not the only one. But I will tell you, one of the ways that helps me focus when I have to sit in front of the computer or for school or whatever is to get the energy out first. Instead of being like trying to sit still and have all the energy swirling and whirling all through me. What? Not good. Good morning, Gwen. How are you? Nice to see you. Happy New Year. Okay. Next up is the moment that we practice our ASL alphabet. It is something that I'm very proud that we do here every day. And it is a way to learn and a way to expand our mind. And you can see all of these really interesting ways that you could position your hands. And that is actually a way to communicate. So you see the letters, and then we actually love to use the book that my cousin gave me called Tina the Deaf Dinosaur. Nancy Kroll, how are you? Good morning from Iggy's Curiosity Shop. I see so many of your posts. They're so amazing. I got to get there or virtually get there or something. I know I've been saying this for years, but you know, I'm curious to see what's in that Curiosity Shop even more because of all the stuff you post. It's so super duper awesome. Tom Freeman, my buddy, what's going on? Very cool picture that you have for your profile picture. That's amazing. I love the sun coming through. Nice to see you. Happy New Year to you. We are just about to practice our ASL alphabet with Tina the Deaf Dinosaur as our reference guide. I know you guys are getting so amazing at this, but there might be somebody new watching today. So if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. This is Storytime with Donna Vee. We're live Sunday through Friday from 10 to 11. And it's so much fun. Thank you. That's amazing that you think I'm awesome. I totally appreciate that. You're awesome too for being here. This is one of my favorite places to be in the whole wide world. This community of storytimers is the best. Okay, are you ready? So this is the moment where we practice the ASL alphabet. So A is here. I know it's in the crease of the book. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Awesome. You're amazing. Good morning, Frank Simon. Welcome. Good question. We do have a letter for the day. Today, we celebrate the letter B. B is in bubble bounce. Bring it on. That's what I would say to the Patriots if I was a member of the Jets. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's amazing. And I wish it back to you. Whatever you wish for me, I wish for you doubles. How about that? Lots of love in the new year and prosperity. And thank you so much. And I appreciate your support. Yes, so today's letter is a letter B. I need to look because I have all my letters here. And I'm so excited. Yes, we started the alphabet over on the 1st. And then yesterday was Saturday. So I wasn't here. And now I'm back. And I'm excited. All right. And we have so many names on the letter B. And I'm going to check my list because we had new names since the letter B started. And I want to make sure that I have them. I have Byron. Okay, I think I have them all. So today, the letter B looks like this. Lowercase, uppercase, B. If you know a word that starts with the letter B and you would like to share it, you can put it in the comments. But for right now, that means that we're saying a special good morning shout out to all the kids whose names start with the letter B. And if you're wondering why I've done that, and maybe you haven't been here in a little while, because this is all the kids' names that I get to shout out now. That's right, it is pure brilliance. And I love it. What is happening? I love that twice. We have brilliant and brilliance, and I love that. And bravo. Bravo to you for watching. But we have all the kids' names here, and it takes a really long time to read. Not that I don't want to take the time. Bigfoot. Did you spot Bigfoot? Belfast. Bigfoot. I love it. Right? Brazil. I mean, honestly, this is like mind-blowing. Get it? So I decided to highlight the kids' names that we shout out. So every day, there's a letter of the alphabet, we have an opportunity to shout out some names. If you have somebody's name that's not on the list and they are a child that's watching, we should shout them out. Heck, I almost think we should have the adults and have like an adult list, because I have so many awesome friends that are my peers that are watching that, I mean, really, we should shout everybody out for watching every day, like amazing as a group and as a family. It's just, I love it. I love it. I love it. Belgium. Beautiful. Great Broadway show. It is. Okay, well, Broadway. And we're waiting for praying for Broadway to come back. Good morning, Jim Tomlinson. I love it. You're here from California. It's snowing here. Best friends. Yes, I love that one too. Ooh, and then the alliterative sentence from Frank Simon. I'm gonna shout the kids' names out first, and then I'm gonna go for the alliterative sentence of the day. The second, or the first one really of 2021, because we did a whole alphabet one. I don't know if we did one for the letter A. I don't remember. Oh, TJ did it. That's right. Okay. Frank, I cannot wait to see. Here we go. First, the children's name of the day. Oh, you know what we should use? The screaming goat. And you know what? When you hear your name, kids, I want you to jump up and down, and I want you to scream like a goat. I'm sure the parents are going to love that. But get all the excitement out, because we have 3 really good books to read today. All right. Good morning, Brianna, Bailey. Good morning, Bella. Good morning, Blake. Good morning, Byron. Good morning, Bethany. And good morning, Blake. There's 2 Blakes. Ooh, synesthetically, that is totally makes me want like phyllo dough with some cream. Blue. I love that color. Blue is a beautiful color. And you know what? I didn't get blue for my nails, though. No, I got green and pink. Green and pink. The opposites. See that? Nice. All right. Are you ready? Whoa! The alliterative sentence is being brought to us by Frank Simon today. He's on his elliptical bike, so he's exercising while watching story time. That's amazing. All right, here we go. And I didn't look. Bouncing baby boys bring blue bumblebees back from Brazil. Bouncing baby boys bring blue bumblebees back from Brazil. I love that. Bouncing baby boys bring blue bumblebees back from Brazil. Bouncing baby boys bring blue bumblebees back from Brazil. Imagine blue bumblebees. That would be so pretty. I mean, I love the color of bumblebees now, but blue bumblebees would be really fun. Well, thank you. My executive producer says I win. Good morning, TJ. How are you? I hope that your new puppy for your birthday is doing well. I'm so excited. I saw your Aunt Dawn the other day in the salon. We were saying what a great dog you have and what an amazing little girl you are, growing up so big. Oh, you know what? TJ, would you help me pick the number today for the page because it is now, guess what? Vitamin time! It's vitamin time. Vitamin time. Have to take my vitamins. 2 vitamins every day. That's what the recommended daily dosage is. And they can be 2 pink, 2 purple, or 1 of each. I don't know. Let the voting begin. I cannot believe it's snowing. I'm so excited. Okay, we have a vote for 1 of each. And little TJ, could you help me pick out a page between 7 and 158? All right. What's the book for? Well, I love this book. It's called The Beginner's Guide to the Universe by author Mike Dooley. Uncommon ideas for living an unusually happy life. And I use it so that this way I don't talk with my mouth full and chew with my mouth open. That's right. Sometimes I get them backwards. You think it's 2 of each? Okay, so we have 1 of each. You think it's 2? Well, there's 2 vitamins. So you think they're both the same? I don't know, but I think we're going to find out. Ooh, Yogi. I think I hear Yogi. Hi, bud. Want one? Want a vitamin? I just really don't want him to. Yogi? Yeah, Aaron, it's snowing. And it's in Nutley. So it's got to be snowing locally. 9. That's the page, and that's how old you are. Perfect. Okay, ready? Focus. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. It's a 1 of each day. Ooh. Now, hey, Yogi. Everybody wants to say good morning. Should I go get him? Let me get him. Should I take my vitamin? Yogi, what are you doing? Where are you? Yogi, oh God. Yogi, he's not here. Well, Yogi has escaped. He's not near story time anymore. I don't know where he went. I think he decided to take a walk. I was so close to getting him. All right, well, here we go. Page 9. Are you ready to see what the message is today? I didn't even have to hold the book up because you know what I did? I walked. And I still didn't chew with my mouth open, though. No. Okay. You have no windows at work? Well, guess what? I'm going to guess it's snowing outside. Here we go. A Beginner's Guide to the Universe, page 9, chosen by TJ, because that's how old she is. All right, here we go. I did not read this page since we've been marking it with a pen. So now it is marked. Without further ado, here is the nugget of truth for today, January 3rd, 2021. The original sin was seeing the world of illusions and thinking they formed reality. Adam biting into the proverbial illusionary apple as if it were real, and thus falling from grace, falling from truth. Every time we react to the world around us as though it were reality, we eat the forbidden fruit. But I do think it's really snowing. If you look to time and space for answers, direction, and meaning, they'll rock your world in every which way. Yet discover they look to you for answers, direction, and meaning, and you will rock their world. The world. Yogi, I hear you. It's so difficult. The more you believe in appearances, in the story told by your physical senses, and yourself as a pawn in the circumstances you now find yourself in, the less control you'll have over them. By all means, enjoy appearances, just don't trust them. Here he comes. Or is it an illusion? Yogi! That was deep. That was today's nugget of truth. I know. Ooh! Last night, Your baby Lewis said mommy for the first time. That is amazing. That deserves a screaming goat. That's amazing and beautiful, and one of those moments in life that just is so, you just want to savor it. It's that amazing. I love that. Yogi. Gotcha. Come on. Come with us. It's fun up here. Look who I got. I got him. Yep. That's the excitement of Yogi. He's 13 and a half. And he sleeps a lot. Oh, he likes to go over here. Climb. That's adorable. Climbs the highest mountain. Just get comfortable. We can wait. You good? Okay. Can I go on now? Thank you. All right. Well, there's Yogi. Ryan says hi, and so does TJ. Yes, that's exactly right. Ta-da! Next, you know what we have to do? We're going to get a social distancing buddy out. Why? Because it is time to send love and light and laughter and joy, peace, harmony, and wishes into the day. Sunday, January 3rd. So, who shall we use today as our little social distancing buddy to represent what we want to send out? Should we use, perhaps, I think, Cheeky Monkey. Cheeky Monkey is so cute. And he's blue. And blue reminds me of cold and ice. And blue reminds us that when you're sad and blue, you don't have to be sad and blue alone. You have us. And you can send your sadness right over this way. And it'll be replaced with gladness. But also that you should embrace it. Sometimes it's okay to be sad. Did you know that? Sometimes you have to just kind of hunker down in the sad so that one day you can recognize the difference between sad and glad and happy. I'm telling you, I know it sounds strange to think, but happy's just on the horizon from Sadville. Yeah. Good morning, Mom. Yep. Happy Snowy Sunday. I know she meant snowy. I'm just being silly. Happy Snowy Sunday to you, Mom, from Cheeky Monkey. All right, so let's do this. Let's send love and light. Look, he's sitting in like a very nice yoga position. Love and light, peace and joy and happiness from me to you and you to me, from your head, your heart, and your whole being. We're going to send a beam of white light. Why? Because it's so important to learn that you can, just from thinking about something positive, you can share that energy. We can elevate the vibration of the nation, and we can change the world with turning up one cell at a time of joy. I believe it. Yogi, do you think so? You want to wear a hat? Should I put this on you? He's such a good sport. He really is. Okay, so are you ready? Here we go. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm just being silly. Okay, are you ready? So place the person or people that you want to think about up here, and then you're going to put them in your heart, and you're going to send a white beam of light with me back and forth. We're going to exchange energy. It's pretty intense. Are you ready? 1, 2, from your heart, and 3 from your whole being. Go. That was beautiful and warm and nice and cozy. And it's so sweet when we get to do that. I love doing that. And yes, exactly, Vika. Amen. It's always good to wish other people positivity. Sometimes they don't do it for themselves. We have to help them out. All right. Now, last but not least, before the books, we bring our hands up. We breathe in our I am statements because we want to make sure we get all of the giddy out. Oops, I'm sitting on some books because I got up to go get Yogi. Everything avalanched in. Okay, here we go. I am balanced. I am helpful. I am joy. I am grateful. I am so grateful that we're here today together and every day, Sunday through Friday, 10 to 11. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. It's a community and I love us. Okay, so are you ready to read some books together? I think that's amazing. I've got 3 really cool books, and I thought that it might be fun to start out with Where Did the Rain Puddle Go? I didn't even mean to, but it makes sense because that's what happened. When I first started out this morning and I picked out my books, Rain, Rain, Smurf Away, and Where Did the Puddle Go? There were puddles, and now it's piles of snow. Let's check out what Winnie the Pooh has to say. Okay? This is all about evaporation. Whoa! I just saw that now. A sailboat. I think I could live on a boat. It was a beautiful sunny morning after a rainy night in the 100-acre wood. Piglet ran to the window. It's a sunny puddle day, he cried. Christopher Robin always said that the best sort of sunny days were ones that had puddles everywhere, and Piglet definitely agreed. Piglet put on his boots and swung open the door. He breathed in the fresh, damp air and looked at the puddles on the ground. They're just right for floating my boat and puddle stomping. I love puddle stomping, called Pooh, splashing up to Piglet's door. Pooh and Piglet marched through the water, stomp, splash, stomp, splash, until they came to Pooh's thinking spot. These puddles look just right, said Pooh. There is a big one for Pooh, and right next to it, there is a perfectly little piglet-sized puddle. Isn't that fun? I think so. Piglet placed his boat in the puddle. My boat is sailing, he said. Watch this, Piglet, called Pooh. He ran, stomp, 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 and then jumped up and landed with a huge splash. Oh dear, said Piglet, trying to keep his boat from going topsy-turvy. Piglet looked up at the shiny, bright sun. Oh, he began, this has turned out to be such a wonderful, sunny puddle day. Just then Tigger and Roo came bouncing by. Hello there, Piglet and Pooh, said Tigger. I see you're having a splashing good time. Did you know that playing in puddles is what Tiggers do best? Now that Tigger and Roo are here, Piglet began, let's go ask Rabbit to stomp in the puddles with us too. And off they all splashed to Rabbit's house. When they got to Rabbit's house, he was busy mopping the floor. My house sprang a leak, Rabbit said. There's water everywhere, and I've spent all morning cleaning it up. Why don't you stop and come play in the puddles with us? Asked Pooh. Certainly not, said Rabbit. Oh, please, come, pleaded Piglet. Yes, Rabbit, please, please come with us, begged Pooh. Rabbit knew that Pooh wouldn't stop asking until he agreed. Pooh, Piglet, Rabbit, and Roo soon found themselves back at Pooh's thinking spot. The puddle seemed much bigger before, said Pooh, scratching his head. I can't find my puddle at all, said Piglet, looking all around. Where did my rain puddle go? Oh dear, cried Piglet suddenly. Look, Pooh, there's my boat, but the water's gone. Piglet was very confused. Where, oh, where did my puddle go? Maybe someone took it, said Pooh. Who would take a puddle? Asked Rabbit. In any case, it doesn't matter. It's our job to find it. Do you know where their puddle went? Piglet, Pooh, and Rabbit set out through the 100-acre wood to look for the lost puddle. As they walked, Pooh and Piglet sang a puddle-finding song. When puddles are lost, they're very hard to find. Why puddles? Okay, so I don't know the song, I'm going to admit, so I have to make it up. So I just want to let you know, if you know the song and it's not correct, much apologies. Many apologies. So many apologies. Let me see. When puddles are lost, they're very hard to find. Why do puddles go away but leave sailboats behind? They were careful to search in every hiding place they could think of, behind bushes, under rocks, and tree hollows. Nowhere did they see Piglet's puddle. Let's ask Owl, suggested Pooh. Exactly, Ryan. When they got to Owl's house, Eeyore was there. Well, puddles just can't disappear into thin air. Did you know that was in the book? Oh. Oh my goodness. You do know, TJ, but you don't want to give it away? Okay, I'm really excited to find out. That was magic. Oh, wow. Okay, well, puddles can't just disappear into thin air, said Owl after hearing what had happened. And now that you mention it, it seems that a lot of puddles are missing today. But where are they going? Asked Pooh. Owl cleared his throat. The only way to find out where they are going is to find out who is taking them, he said. And the only way to find out who is taking them is to guard one of the remaining puddles. Ooh, a treehouse. I think I could live in a treehouse too. Just saying. But they won't come to take it if we're standing there, will they? Asked Pooh. So how will we find out who it is? The trick is, explained Owl, to guard it without looking like you're guarding. Everyone agreed to stand guard while Piglet and Pooh continued to look for the lost puddle. No one will notice me anyway, said Eeyore gloomily. Actually, he would say it like this. No one would notice me anyway. Don't be an Eeyore. Although here at Storytime, we embrace everyone. The Eeyores, the Piglets, the Owls, every personality, and it's funny because that's exactly who is buddies with Cheeky Monkey. Eeyores that are sad. Okay. While they were searching, Piglet and Pooh saw Christopher Robin playing Pooh Sticks. Isn't this a fine sunny puddle day? Exclaimed Christopher Robin. Well, yes, said Pooh. It was until Piglet lost his puddle. We've looked everywhere, said Piglet. Can you help us find it? Christopher Robin laughed and gave Pooh and Piglet a hug. Follow me, he said. They returned to Pooh's thinking spot. Now Pooh's big puddle is gone, cried Piglet. Where could it be? Said Pooh. Look up there, said Christopher Robin, pointing to the fluffy white clouds in the blue sky. It's in the clouds. Are you saying my puddle jumped up to float in the clouds? Asked Piglet. Actually, your puddle is floating up to become part of the clouds, explained Christopher Robin. Pooh and Piglet were really confused now. I'll show you, said Christopher Robin. Look at his cute little purple boots. Christopher Robin led them to another puddle and pointed to a very wavy mist right above the water. It was a bit difficult to see at first, but Piglet and Pooh looked very hard until they were sure they saw it. They thought it looked like the little cloud that comes up from Rabbit's teapot. See? Ooh. That's right, said Christopher Robin. The mist is called evaporation. Slowly, slowly, water on the ground goes up in teeny weeny pieces to form clouds. But Christopher Robin, I thought rain came from clouds. I didn't know it went back up to the clouds, said Pooh, still a bit puzzled. Yes, Pooh, that's right, said Christopher Robin. Water floats up to form clouds. That's evaporation. Then, when the clouds get too full of water, it rains again. Isn't that amazing? Now, today, the temperature is lower, and that's why here in Nutley, it's snowing. Because the water that was evaporating up then came down and changed to snow. It's like if you put the same ice cube tray filled with water in your refrigerator, it stays water. But if you put it in the freezer where the temperature is lower, it turns into ice. Aha! It's like the water keeps going up and down, up and down, and up and down, said Piglet. Yes, it is a bit like that, said Christopher Robin, pleased that they were beginning to understand. Good morning, Rebecca. Thank you, you're so sweet. Let's watch some more evaporations, Pooh exclaimed, walking toward one of the last remaining puddles. It is climate science today. The friends stepped in the puddle and made footprints and watched and waited as the puddle disappeared little by little. Goodbye, little water vapor particles, said Christopher Robin. Goodbye, evaporation, said Pooh. See you again when it rains, said Piglet. Have fun in the clouds. Suddenly, Piglet stopped. What's wrong? Asked Christopher Robin. Will all the water in the 100-acre woods evaporate? Asked Piglet. Even the pond? No, Piglet. Christopher Robin reassured him there's too much water in the pond to evaporate. At least not for a very, very, very long time. Besides, once water evaporates into clouds, the clouds put it back when it rains. That's a great question. Why does the ice expand? And I want to say it's the molecular weight of it. But when it changes from water to ice, increases in size, but I'm not exactly sure. So if you have the answer and you want to share it with us, I would appreciate it very much so, my executive producer. And then we get to have another sunny puddle day, cried Pooh. That's right, said Christopher Robin. Hurry, said Piglet. Let's splash some more before all the muddy path evaporates. And off they went, splashing through the 100-acre wood. Ooh, and you can do your own evaporation experiment. On a sunny day, bring 2 paintbrushes and 2 cups outside, one with plain water and the other with salt water. Paint a stripe across the sidewalk. What happens? The water disappears, but the salt remains, just like Piglet's boat. This is because only liquids like water evaporate. Wow. Try painting water in a shady spot on a sunny spot. Which water evaporates more quickly? You can see again how sunlight and heat speed up the evaporation process. Do you remember in the very beginning of our storytime adventures, I did a science experiment where I put jars out and we allowed them to fill up with rain. And I actually put food coloring in so that we could check the levels. That was fun. See, so I was kind of right because of its molecular polarity and shape. Oh, I love science. It's one of my favorite things. Science. Yeah, I love science. That's why I love to paint and do hair color, because art and science really, they hit it home for me, I'll tell you. Okay, here we go. You ready for another book? Me too. Rain, rain, smurf away. Hey, Mommy Betty, what's up? How are you? Good to see you here. It had rained every day for a week straight in Smurf Village. The awful weather was making everyone feel sad and gloomy. Everyone complains about the weather, but no one ever does anything to smurf it, thought Handy Smurf one morning. No, he thought it one morning. Ay, ay, ay. Yes. Suddenly, he had a brainstorm and hurried over to draw up his plans. I used to love the Smurfs. I had a collection of them. After many hours, Handy's idea began to take shape. He had created a machine that ran on flood water. Wow. Handy invited all the Smurfs to see his invention. They huddled together in the pouring rain. Now watch closely, Handy said. I just smurfed this lever and a door will open in the roof. A wooden Smurf wearing a bathing suit will appear. Kind of like a cuckoo clock. Immediately, the clouds disappeared and bright sunlight filled the sky. All the Smurfs jumped for joy and shouted, "Hooray! Hooray!" But when Handy pushed the lever back, a wooden Smurf carrying a mushroom umbrella appeared. Instantly, the rain returned. Handy pushed another lever that released a strong wind. Handy, your invention is Smurftastic, yelled Papa Smurf. But please, Smurf back the nice weather. Yeah, Handy. Why do you want it to be all rainy and stuff and windy? I don't get it. To celebrate the beautiful weather, the Smurfs decided to have a big picnic. Poet Smurf was so inspired, he began writing a new poem, an ode to the sun. A picnic. Everyone was having a great time and enjoying the sunshine. Everyone, that is, except Farmer Smurf. He was unhappy because his vegetables were wilting. What my vegetables need is a nice Smurfy little shower, he said. So he set off to find Handy's weather machine. Uh-oh, look at the wilting little veggies. Suddenly, the beautiful weather disappeared as quickly as it had begun. Rain poured down even harder than before. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Oh no, I need good weather to finish my poem, Poet Smurf said, and he set off to find Handy's weather machine too. Poet Smurf had just brought the sunshine back when Farmer Smurf appeared demanding the rain. Rain for my lettuce, Farmer Smurf shouted. Sunshine for my poem, Poet Smurf yelled back, and the two argued while pushing and pulling the levers of the weather machine. Uh-oh. Boom! Suddenly, the weather began changing from 1 second to the next. Rain turned into sunshine and then into a blizzard. Something isn't smurfing quite right with my machine, Handy thought. I better go check it. And this looks like outside right now. Although I think it's stopping. But it's beautiful. Meanwhile, Poet Smurf and Farmer Smurf were still fighting. But the fight ended when thick black smoke began to pour out of the weather machine. We're not going to be able to smurf this by ourselves, said Farmer Smurf. We need to go find Handy Smurf. On their way, they met Handy, who was heading toward the weather machine. What's going on? He asked. We used your machine. I'm sorry. I think it's a little bit smurfed, Poet Smurf said sadly. Oh no, Handy exclaimed. We have to stop this before it smurfs to catastrophe. Let's go find Papa and fix the weather machine. Handy, Farmer Smurf, and Poet Smurf found Papa and some others and hurried back to the weather machine. But on their way, a very strong wind blew a huge tree trunk into the river. Just as they were about to cross a bridge, the tree smashed into it and the bridge broke to pieces. Uh-oh. Now what? Hurry, yelled Papa Smurf. We're going to have to smurf a big detour to reach the weather machine. Just then, it got very foggy. The Smurfs couldn't see their noses in front of their faces. Oh. Me too, TJ. I've never read this book before either, and I love it. The weather continued to change as the Smurfs made their way to the machine. 1 minute it was raining, the next it was snowing, and the next there was a thunderstorm. When the Smurfs finally reached the weather machine, they were caught in a hurricane that swirled and blew them around like bits of straw. Handy was able to reach the levers, but he could not stop the machine. Then he smurfed an idea. He asked Brainy for his umbrella, made it into a kite, and tied the string to the weather machine. I love flying kites. Nice and high. All of a sudden, lightning hit the kite, traveled through the long string, and smashed the weather machine to pieces. Holy cow, look at the explosion. It wasn't long before the weather calmed down and everything returned to normal. Sorry about your weather machine, Papa Smurf said to Handy, but it's just too dangerous to try and smurf rain and sunshine whenever we want. Handy was sad, but he knew what Papa Smurf said was true. Poet Smurf was in the mood to write again, but now that the weather was sunny, he missed the rain. I love the rain. I'm going to smurf a poem about it right now, he thought. To get inspired, Poet Smurf wanted a spring shower, but he decided he didn't need a fancy weather machine. Just a little watering can worked just fine. Right? The explosion was a little scary, but they were fine. They were all okay. Rain, rain, smurf away. Now, my third book today, I'm so excited to read because this book is called Manfish, and it's the story of Jacques Cousteau, who I loved to read about when I was young. Jacques Cousteau. And I would get all of the magazines, the National Geographic magazines, and I would love to read all about Jacques Cousteau. And when I was a kid, there was an insert in the magazine, and it was a square record. It was plastic, and you could put it on the record player, and it was a 45, and it played the sound of whales as recorded by Jacques Cousteau. It was so cool. I believe it was a humpback whale. And I think that's exactly what they sounded like. Maybe not exactly. It was more like, I don't know. You have to look up whales. It was amazing. But I used to listen to it with like big headphones on. So I would close my eyes when I was a little girl, and I would picture being underwater with all the sea life. And now I was given this book in a box of donated books, and I'm so excited to read it. Manafish. No, manfish. I'm not manifesting. Here we go. The Story of Jacques Cousteau by Jennifer Byrne, illustrated by Eric Poiboret. I don't know how to say that one. I think it's Poiboret. If I read it like a Jersey girl, I'd be like, an Eric Poiboret. But no, trying to be French. Okay, here we go. Ooh, it's a dark book, but it's cool. Bubbles rising through the silence of the sea. Silvery beads of breath from a man deep, deep down in a strange and shimmering ocean land. Of swaying plants and fantastic creatures. A manfish swimming, diving into the unknown, exploring underwater worlds no one had ever seen, and no one could have ever imagined. Our story starts many years before in France with a little baby boy born under the summer sun. His parents named him Jacques. From the very beginning, little Jacques loved water, the way it felt on his hands, face, his body, and water made him wonder. He wondered why ships floated, why he floated, and why rocks sank. One day, Jacques read a story about a man who hid underwater by breathing through a long tube. Jacques tried it and discovered it was impossible. He dreamed that someday he would be able to breathe underwater for real. At night, Jacques dreamed he could fly with the birds among the clouds with his arms stretched out like wings. Jacques spent his days playing, experimenting, and creating. He wrote little books that he illustrated with his own drawings, and he was fascinated by machines. He studied blueprints and built a model of a crane that was as tall as he was and actually worked. Oh. Movies fascinated Jacques too. He wanted to know how they were made, how the cameras worked, and how the chemicals made pictures appear on the film. Jacques saved his allowance penny by penny until he had enough to buy a small home movie camera. The first thing he did was take it apart and put it back together. Then he began to film everything around him. He put his brothers, cousins, parents, and friends in his movies. He dressed up as a villain with a painted-on mustache and made some very villainous films. Jacques was always the star, the director, and the writer, and usually the cameraman. When Jacques finished school, he joined the French Navy. His ship sailed all around the world, and everywhere he went, he filmed what he saw. In China, he filmed men catching fish with their bare hands. They held their breath underwater for many minutes. Jacques wondered what that would be like. One day at a beach, a friend gave Jacques a pair of goggles with rubber frames and glass to look through. Jacques wore them into the ocean. Beneath the water, he was surrounded by silvery green forests of sea plants and fish he had never before seen. Everything was silent and shimmering. It was a whole new world. When he came up, he saw cars, people, buildings, and telephone poles. Once again, he went below into the magical underwater world. At that moment, Jacques knew his life was changed forever. His eyes had been opened to the wonders of the sea. I once swam with the stingray, and I was afraid. I was so nervous I was going to kick him. Jacques and his friends, Philippe and Didi, began to dive together. They experimented to see how long they could stay underwater and how deep they could go. Jacques created a waterproof case for his camera to film the amazing kingdom he and his friends were exploring beneath the surface. They made rubber suits to keep themselves warm and flippers to help kick better. But Jacques wanted to stay down longer than just one breath at a time. He realized he needed to take more air with him, enough air to explore the mysterious depths and the vast expanses of the ocean, to swim through the sea as free as fish. He wanted to become a man-fish, and he began to work on just how to do it. Wow, you did? He did the steel cage shark thing. That's intense. On a warm summer day, Jacques stepped into the blue Mediterranean Sea with his new invention. He called it the aqua lung because aqua means water, and our lungs are the part of our body that holds the air that we breathe. Below the surface, Jacques swam and glided and dove. He did flips and somersaults. He stood upside down on one finger and laughed bubbles into the sea. Look at that. Jacques could breathe beneath the water. Now he could swim across miles of ocean, his body feeling what only scales had felt, his eyes seeing what only fish had seen. The water made him feel like he was flying, just like in his dreams. Jacques had done it. He had become a man-fish. It's pretty amazing when you see what's under the water. Jacques was ready to explore the oceans of the world. He needed a boat and found a big old wooden navy ship named Calypso. In a year, he turned it from a warship into an explorer ship. Jacques, Philippe, and Didi gathered a crew, their aqualungs, their hopes, and their dreams, and set off to explore the inside of the sea, to film a world that no one had seen before. The Calypso. Isn't that amazing? That's amazing. Oh. On their journeys, they dove deep into a seascape of plants, green and purpley prickly plants, red branchy plants, spongy plants, wispy feathery swaying plants, slow dancing to the rhythms of the sea. They discovered plants that could feed you, plants that could poison you, plants that look like fish, and fish that look like plants. Oh, there's the whale. They swam with giant whales, hitched rides on sea turtles, and made friends with porpoises with shining eyes and smiling faces. They filmed fiery and frightening shark. Oh, I can't see. It's like all part of fiery. Fierce. They filmed fierce and frightening sharks. So strange and dangerous, Jacques and his crew had to build cages, not for the sharks, but for themselves, so they could make their movies without being eaten. And the magic continues of story time. Everywhere the Calypso went, Jacques and his crew made films of what they saw. Films that played in movie theaters, films that played on TV. Millions of people all over the world discovered the wonders of the sea for the very first time, with Jacques, Philippe, Didi, and their adventurous crew. How amazing is that? After Jacques spent most of his life making movies about the sea, he saw something happening, something shocking. Plants that used to be alive and healthy were being poisoned. Fish were sick and dying. Jacques saw that people, without realizing it, were slowly killing the sea and its creatures by dumping garbage and poisonous chemicals into the ocean he loved so much. Jacques knew what he had to do. He had to make movies, movies to warn people, movies to save the sea. Today, I think I'm going to look up his movies on YouTube and watch it on my TV. In my mind. Jacques also spoke to presidents, to kings and queens, to people all over the earth, asking them to help save our oceans and our planet. He spoke to children. Jacques dreamed that someday it would be you, exploring worlds never seen, never imagined. Whole new worlds, silent and shimmering, worlds that are now yours, to discover, to care for, and to love. So that is something I can say. That would be fun. TJ, if you're still there, and other kids that are watching, go on YouTube and look up Jacques Cousteau with help of a parent or someone that can help you spell out Jacques Cousteau. Or you can even do voice to text Jacques Cousteau and look at his films. I am definitely doing it today. I cannot wait. Yeah, today has been an amazing learning episode. Thank you so much for noticing. I just was inspired by the weather and thought, let's get books that are relevant. And as soon as I posted the books about rain, it began to snow. And I thought, wow, weather is certainly interesting. We learned about evaporation today. We learned about the sea and how we need to take better care of it. I tell you, I like that we take better care of each other every day by just sending love and light and hugs. And that's what time it is now. So let me get my little Liv from my little buddies up in Massachusetts. Give a little hug. Squeeze my little squishmallow for hugs and hugs and hugs and hugs. Liliana and Melanie, thank you. But we are going to hug together today too. Are you ready? Ooh, I love that. We all have a bit of him in all of us. That's so true, TJ. That's so profound because we all want to explore something, save something, maybe the animals or the ocean, right? And we need to learn to love and respect our world and our planet. And yeah, so won't you hug with me? Put your right hand on your left shoulder and your left hand on your right. Give yourself a hug for me. Squeeze yourself so tight. Know that everything's going to be all right. And if I could hug you right now myself, I would. But trust me, when I can, I could. I would. It will. It'll happen, is what I'm saying. One day we'll all be able to hug again. But for right now, virtual is how we have to be. And at least we have that. We are so blessed. Because without this, I would just be reading to some social distancing buddies in my storytime room. And I'm so grateful that you're here instead. Sunday through Friday, 10 to 11, 3 books. I'll see you tomorrow for the letter C. C is for cookie. And that is good enough for me. All right, are you ready? Here we go. I am excited. I am filled with joy. I am hopeful. I am love and content and all of it. All right? So many kisses, so many hugs. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Thank you for being here. Don't forget, if you're looking at me from Periscope, it's going away March 31st. But you know what's interesting? I just realized it right now. We started March 21st, so we will be live one whole year, and then we'll have to have everybody jump over to YouTube. Okay? Great. Love you. See you later. Oh, what time is it? It's almost wish time. Make sure to make it a good one. Bye.